Greetings, brothers. Brother Nicholas Harvey here, Principal and CEO of Nicholas Harvey Consulting. I'm here with Brother Christopher Bruce, attorney and political strategist for the ACLU of Georgia, specializing in civil rights. Welcome to Alpha's Fighting Voter Suppression. On today, we'll take an opportunity to talk about topics regarding the suppression efforts around voting here in the state of Georgia, which is ground zero. And so our first topic on today is redistricting. So Brother Bruce, welcome.
Well, thank you, Brother Harvey. Greatly appreciate to be here with you today on this critical topic of redistricting and with the rest of the brothers with the district. So let's jump right into it. What is redistricting? Well, we all know that redistricting is really the process of redrawing the lines for your congressional representation, as well as your state senators and state representatives. This is supposed to happen every 10 years out of all the states in the United States. So 2021 is a redistricting year. This happens through the Georgia legislature. You'll have offices like the Legislative Congressional and Reapportionment Office, as well as the Senate Reapportionment and Redistricting Committee. But when it comes down to it, your state senators and your state representatives are the ones who really have the input on how the lines will be drawn, how it will be voted on, and sent to the governor for approval. That's how the process is going. And the process has already started in the state of Georgia. The redistricting criteria, or what it's based off of, is the equal population per size. So every state Senate district should have roughly the same amount of people in it, as well as every state House district should have roughly the same amount of people in it. The population of Georgia has grown, so the numbers of state senators and state representatives, how many people they actually are representing, will go up. It does not look like they're going to add more state senators or add more state reps. They're just going to increase the amount of people, which means that, again, these lines will be drawn in a certain manner or form. This criteria is based off of the United States Census. We do not have this information at this time, but it's going to be critical when we do that your voice is heard. And the reason why I say your voice is heard is because minority representation. Maps cannot be drawn intentionally to harm people of color, such as especially in Black people when this was conceived, or based off of their ethnicity. Typically, this happens through a process that we call gerrymandering, which is an illegal practice intended to make an unfair political advantage for certain parties. We get into the whole thing about Democrats did it, Republicans did it. What it really comes down to is your voice being heard? Are you being properly represented? And the way the state of Georgia is right now is not it, but it could be worse if we do not say anything, but it could also be better. So how does gerrymandering happen? Typically in two ways: cracking and packing. So cracking is typically diluting the power of voters in a district. So it's basically dividing up that district, if you have a group of Black people, and placing them in another district to say that they no longer have that same type of voting power or electoral type of power. Now, the opposite of that is packing. So you may have groups of Black people together, putting them together more so that they will not have that type of influence in another district. So you could have one district of Black people when you really should be having two. There's several other ways of dealing with gerrymandering or really diluting your way of voting, but these are the two main ways. And these are the things that you really need to be concerned about during the redistricting process. So how do you get involved? Well, the next steps that you should take, it's easy. Make a plan with your chapter. That's where this is all going to get involved, because this is local government at its finest. Then you need to contact your state senator and your state representative and tell them about your communities of interest, what you want to see in the lines, who you want to be represented by, and testifying at redistricting hearings. You can find this information at the website below, but you can also go ahead and contact one of us at the Georgia district to find more information. Brother Harvey.
Thank you, Brother Bruce. We appreciate that. Remember, brothers, a voteless people is a hopeless people, and the Alphas in the state district of Georgia are fighting voter suppression. Thank you.